Okay, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Hoosier State and Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Indianapolis Colts. Here we go, the final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's
go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
I got him. 44, Mike.
From the gun, here's Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Myles Garrett in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long.
Hatchet. 6 guy. Check 6 guy. Whip. Watch the whip.
20. Check 9.
Out of the gun, Newton. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Myles Garrett, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Here's Bradley Pena now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. That's taken on the 25. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. On the draw, this is Campbell. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things off.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
Moon, Campbell making the catch. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm coming after you.
Under 10.
They'll run with the big man, Campbell. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on fourth down.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Set, go. Ready, ready. Set, hut.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on fourth down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Let's go.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches, there's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get them to their goals. In this situation, it's very cut and dry. Win and you're in the playoffs. That's their mission, that's their challenge, and you know they've chosen to accept it.
And what they told us is this has been the most focused week of practice we've had all year. You wouldn't expect any different.
Yeah, and you know, at the beginning of the season, you have multiple goals. They just have one now, win the game.
That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check, 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 check.
Here's Newton. And this one complete to Reed. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 45-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Newton.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Newton's Super Bowl nemesis, Von Miller, in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22 and a half set in 2001. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now it's Newton. Eluding, and he's going to go down again. Von Miller picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Gun. 44 is the mic.
From the 50, Newton. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Here's Bradley Pinion now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. Yeah, this is a high kick, but it's not going anywhere. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Here's Campbell. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready. Let's go. 58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Rip right. Check 31. Let's go.
On the run, it's Campbell. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Shit.
Watch the safety creep.
Slam. Switch. Swap. No.
They'll give to the big man, Campbell. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Man. Me, I got this.
Now a first down throw, Moon. Steps away to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Where's 52? Watch 52. Orbit. Here we go.
Hey, Mike 52.
Throwing again. Moon. He's going to air one out for into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Express!
Watch the motion.
20.
44's the Mike.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer, and put your defense in a bad spot.
Check 24.
A shotgun snap for Newton. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Take a set. 180.
All day.
Great. 50's the mic. 50's the mic. All day.
Here's Newton. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown.
Touchdown.
Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead grows to 10-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
He finds Hopkins complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Ready?
50 the mic. 50 the mic.
Operating from the gun, Newton. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throwing again is Newton. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is taken at the 10. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And this offense is going to be set up with a 1st and 10 inside the 15.
Ready? Right.
Hey, we got a seal. We got a seal. We got a seal.
Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On 1st down, it's Campbell. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Touchdown.
A great effort there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
Well, no, but hold on, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he will score. It's a touchdown.
They can't see us.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
And what you also have to guard against is calling every play.
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked off at his own 47. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Hey, watch the ball. The ball. Now the mic.
Think you gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this?
Mike 9. Bang Hill. Squeeze, double.
On first down, it's Moon. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
We got this.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. That's good for 28 yards.
Let's go.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 27.
Go.
Man, I got him. He's mine. 58, right over there. Yeah, 58, right there.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
58, boys, 58 is Mike. 6 man.
Out of the gun, it's Moon. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Eric Armstead has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Yes. Move.
52's the Mike, boys, 52.
We own
6.
We own them.
Now Moon.
Ain't no such thing as a ball.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Robbie Anderson. His 19th touchdown now on the season as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now Newton. Dancing, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at the 18. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They'll run on first down. Campbell. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Here we go.
A big pickup of 38.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you talk about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. A gain of 3, second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the 32-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Bravo. Team on the bus. Mike 52. Mike 52. Watch running.
Here's Moon. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Check 25. Check 25.
From the gun, here's Moon. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 10. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
It was Isaiah Johnson there to make the stop. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
They'll run it again with Barkley. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Myles Garrett in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. Here's Bradley Pinion now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken at about the 14. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Yeah, still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it, because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Again, it's Barkley.
I got you, boy. I got you,
And
boy.
he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Here we go.
Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. A first down run from Barkley, pretty well defended. Give him 3 yards on the play. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Mike 50, 20.
Check the outs, check the outs, check the outs.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley.
Let's go.
And some room to work. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
Mike's 50.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On the draw, this is Barkley. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot, but what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
The Colts on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Newton. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this one is right down Broadway. And now they'll just need 4 touchdowns as the deficit is now 28. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Again, they run with Campbell. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Moon. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. That one good for 37 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they have the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On 2nd down, here's Moon. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it now. Who's happy about this bet? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
50, check Mike 50. What we got? Check 52.
On second down and 4, Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Here's Newton. Throw left side is complete to Reed. The 30, the 20, and he'll be down deep into Houston territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Cam fakes the give and keeps it. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down.
Let's go, boys.
So let's see what this is about.
Ready? 50. Mike 50.
No gain on this defense. No gain.
Newton on first down. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 11-yard line.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal.
Check, 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 check.
Newton now to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 5. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
25 yards to pick up there and also a first down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well.
I got you, boy.
So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
A gain of 3, second down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
Fellas, let's set a tone.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Today's final score, Texans 31, Colts 3.